Okay, my dear friends, and the last section we are already discussing about the selections here. See, friend, this all is a different type of selections, and this all these different type of selections we are using when you are in the command. Okay, so now this section is going to discuss with you what is the commands introduction. See, I'm not going to teach you what the commands we have, so but I'm going to teach you what the intro of the commands to you. So I just moving that into the here. So just I'm selecting it and I'm deleting it, no problem. I'm selecting this all those things by using of Control A and I press delete. Now let's see here, friends. I'm using the next command here, so you can say now. Yeah. So first we need to understand, friends, what is the importance of the commands. So friend, on the next sections we are going to discuss that on AutoCAD. The AutoCAD, everything I'll explain through commands, but I'm not explaining through menus options. But all those options I covered by using of the command. Why? Because of they have one reason. For suppose if you are going for any companies now, the companies are maintain some different type of versions, but you don't know what type of versions they are using. But we need to work on that particular platform also. So if you want to work on that particular platforms, then how we are going to do work on it. If you know commands, then we can do something. If you don't know commands, we can't do anything on the that particular version. Why? Because if we don't have any idea what the versions are they using by companies. So that's the reason compulsory we need to know that how to draw a drawing or a drafting by the commands that we need to know. Okay, here we can see, friends, the commands are divided into three types, friend. That is, first one is called 2D commands, and the next one is called as 3D commands, and next one is called as inquiry commands. Okay, now you can observe what is the 2D. The 2D commands is basically useful for what means for the 2D purpose we are using the 2D commands. But here the 2D commands is also classified into the three categories, that is draw, modify, view. And this is the classifications are having on the 2D, and as well as that the 3D commands is also having the same classifications. But inquiry is having ID, area, ID, list, dist, and area. So okay, area, and we have many commands are there, friends, in the inquiry side. But here we can see now, so in the draw side, what is the draw? Draw is basically useful for drawing purpose. For suppose if you want to draw something like line, polygon, ellipse, rectangle, this type of thing. So if you want to draw something, then we are using something commands. That commands are called as a draw commands. Okay. Next one is modify commands. See, friend, modify commands means is nothing but so to wants to be modified. For suppose we are already draw a line. For suppose if you wants to be copy that, if you wants to be move that, or if you wants to be increase the length of that, or if you wants to be extend the object, if you wants to be explode the object. So this all those things we call it as a modify commands. Okay, so draw and modify commands means is nothing but by using of the draw and modify commands we are going to do made a drawing. Okay, we are going to do made a drawing now. But here we can see, friend, every customer, it doesn't ask you how we are doing that drawing. Yes, if any customer is giving a drawing to you, the drawing we need to complete in an AutoCAD, and after that the customer doesn't ask you how you do the drawing. They compulsory asking you this thing. What is that? Dimensions. So dimensions are very important. So the customer is given in a plan within the dimensions. Along with the dimensions, we are going to do your drawing, and afterwards the customer is compulsory asking you the dimensions. You need to show that dimensions to your customer. How? So by using of the view commands, we can able to show it that dimensions to you. See, friend, no matter how much we learned on draw commands, how much we learned on modify commands, that's not no matter, that's not matter for me. But how much we know view commands, that is a matter for companies. Why? Because if we need to satisfy your customer, if you wants to be satisfy your customer, we need to know more, we need to know about the view commands clearly, friends. Okay, I'll discuss with you when we are coming to the dimension commands. Now I definitely discuss with you what is the dimensions and how we are going to do that dimensions, and all those things we'll discuss with you. Okay, so coming to the here now. Okay friends, so this is actual meaning it, and ID and list, list and area, these are inquiry commands. If you want to know about your drawing, then we are using something commands like ID means is identification, list means list out, dist means distance, area means area. So this is the inquiry commands and all those things to you. Okay, now see friend, this is okay, but here the commands, rules and regulations we have, that we need to understand clearly, friends. Okay, what is that? First rule, the command this command not allows the space. Commands are compulsory. Commands are not allows space. Okay, so we don't give the space for that. So if you give a space, then it doesn't allow you. And the next thing is, the case is not sensitive. It means if you write in the capital letters or small letters are combined together, we write it also. It's not matter. So we can easily write it the command, write it the command in capital letters, small letters, and we can use it small and capital, no problem at all in the commands. Okay. If you want to enter into the command, then need to press enter or space bar. Okay, so if you are press, for example, line command is there. For example, we are typing L, and after we need to be use it enter or space bar. Okay, and the next one, if you press enter or space bar, we can repeat the last command. So if you press enter or space bar, we can repeat the last command. If you want to be repeat the last command, we are using it enter or space. Okay, next rule. If you want get out of the, if you want get out of the command, then use the escape key. Okay, key friend. Okay, 6. If you want to get out of the command, if you want to be get out of the command, then we can use it escape key, friends. Okay, next, if you want use previous commands, then use arrow keys. Okay, this is very simple. So if you want to be using the previous commands now, so we need to use the arrow keys there. So it means if I'm using 10 commands now, then I want to be take a 5th command what I used in the list, then I can use up arrow. So if I'm using up arrow, what are the commands we are using it, so they show it to you. So that is the meaning of the command rules here. So we need to be clear idea about those commands, then only we are able to do something on the command side now. Okay, that's all for the today class, friends, and the next section we are going to discuss about polar tracking and the projections. I'm going to discuss with you.